another quick and easy nut pate to make. I'm going to start with a base of walnuts. This is 1 cup of walnuts. It's been soaked overnight, rinsed, and drained. And we're going to put those right into the food processor. Dump that full cup in there. Set that aside. And then we're going to add 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. I'm going to start with 3. If I need more, I can always add more. And then we're also going to add in 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Now, the lemon juice is going to serve to keep the basil from going totally black on us. It will get a little darker shade of green. It's a little extra there. It'll get a little darker shade of green, but the lemon will keep it from just looking horribly nasty and turning completely brown. So we have to have the lemon juice in there. So we've got 1 cup of nuts, 3 cloves of garlic, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. We're going to start with that, and we're going to pulse it. The reason we want to do that first is we want to break up all the garlic and make sure it's well incorporated. While we do that, I'll tear off some basil leaves. Okay, that doesn't take too long there. Now we're going to make this a beautiful shade of green. The basil, of course, is going to make it green, but we're also going to punch up that green a little bit by adding some spinach. And the spinach brings a lot of nutrients to the table. Of course, it's a great source of iron, especially if you're doing raw foods or you're not a meat eater. Keeping your iron levels up is always important. So we want to make sure to add some spinach in where we can. This is a great dish. We throw the spinach in. It doesn't affect the flavor. As a matter of fact, I feel it enhances the flavor. And then we also get that added nutrient value from the spinach. So we're going to scrape this down. We have that nice and scraped down. I'm going to give it one more quick pulse just to make sure. All right. There we go. And we're going to do 2 cups of basil, roughly 2 cups of basil. I'm going to pack that right down in there by the blades. Those blades are super strong. The motor's super strong. It's not going to hurt it. And we are going to add 1 cup or 1 nice big handful of spinach. So we want 2 cups of basil and 1 cup of spinach. Rough estimates. We're going to pulse this a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn that down just a little bit for us. It's easier to kind of push it in there a little. There we go. Okay. All right. Keep it going. That nut mixture at the bottom takes up all the room, so we got to make sure to push the spinach down without touching the blades, because you never want to touch the blades with anything harder than a piece of ice. So you gotta press it down in there, being careful not to press the blades. So I can see where the blades are, and I'm just pressing it around them. There we go. Extra lemon juice into the top. That'll help us. There we go. Oh, that garlic smells so good with the basil. Classic pesto flavor. There we are. Once the whole mixture starts to look Lucky Charms green, we know we're getting good. Nice. Pat it down here, but it's worth the extra work. There we go. Okay, so we have all of the leaves broken up, fair amount, but we do want to make sure the consistency is right. So I'm going to scrape down the edges and give it a whirl. Nice. Set that aside there for a second. Some tomatoes off the vine. Nice, okay. So what happened is that mixture started to turn around itself and just fall towards the blades. That's exactly what we want. That's how we're going to get the most uniform consistency out of our nut pates. There we go. Let me give this a taste. Definitely needs a salt and some pepper. We'll be good to go. It's delicious. We're going to add a little bit of, this is Himalayan sea salt. You can use Celtic if you want. It actually has a higher mineral content. I have a Himalayan on hand today, so that's what I'm going to use. And some fresh cracked black pepper is going to go in there good, really. Punch it up just a little bit. Not too much. We want the star flavor in this to be the basil and, of course, the garlic. The way they combine well together. The last thing we're going to go ahead and add here, this is going to make it extra creamy, very flavorful, and of course the fats open up the taste buds on the tongue, so it's going to bring the flavors alive. So that garlic and pesto flavor is really going to come through because of the fats in this dish. So let's go ahead and get that in there. Nice. Let's turn around. I'm going to scrape it down. Make sure that it's well combined. Nice. Okay, perfect. So once that was falling in towards the blades itself, we know it's going to blend really, really well and get nice and creamy. So we have a delicious pate here. Now there's a couple things that you can do. That you can press this into a patty, and you can dehydrate it so you have some delicious spinach pesto burgers, or you can of course dehydrate it into little appetizer sized nuggets and do it that way. But this dish is actually delicious as it is, just served as a pate. Spread it on crackers. We're going to top it with top some greens with the pate today and serve it as a salad. So let's just go ahead and get a nice sort of pretty scoop of pate going here. There we go. I'm going to put a nice, pretty dollop of it right in the middle of the salad. So good. Spread it out just a little bit. Now I'm going to top that with some tomato slices. Let's just get these right on here. Pretty tomato slices. Now we could add anything else that we wanted to this salad. Obviously it would be great with some walnuts just for garnish on top, would be really great too. But a great complement to this pate would be a dressing that has some sweetness to it, because we have the savory side of things well covered. We have the fats from the coconut oil, the rich taste of the walnuts, we have the basil and the spinach working together with that really bold garlic. So to serve this on some greens with a dressing that's a hint sweet. Of course, we have the honey balsamic onion, which is available to you on the site. And we're going to top the salad with that. And that's just going to finish it off with a little bit of sweet flavor too. And that, of course, delicious vinegar from the balsamic. And then to give it just a little bit of crunch, I'm going to take a flax cracker. I'm just going to crumble that right over the top. That'll be our sort of version of some croutons here. A little bit. There we go. I'm also going to get one, poke it straight in the middle, and serve it up just like that. I'm going to pick a tomato out here and give it a taste. Make sure to tell you whether or not it's good. Get some pate on there. Works perfectly with that dressing. That's the walnut pesto pate. Again, I have served it here in a, I've served it here with the honey balsamic dressing. But again, it makes a great salad this way. Also consider doing the patties or the nuggets. Those are excellent things to keep in your refrigerator and have a snack any old time. Walnut pesto pate. Here's to your good health.